Okay, now in the lecture number 13, we'll discuss the prying action of or prying forces in bolts. What are the prying forces are? Additional forces developed in the bolts due to flexibility of the connecting elements. Prying force means additional force developed in the bolts due to flexibility of connecting elements. So why the additional force will develop due to the flexibility of connecting elements? That comes from your strength of materials. For example, first we will understand how additional forces will develop. First we will take an example here. We have a simply supported beam, let us say. This length is L, this length is L by 2, and you have say load W, A, B, C. In this case, you are applying load W only, but reaction at B is more than W. How more than W will develop? See here, due to this, the deflection profile here will be something like this. Right? Now, due to this load, this beam wants to go up, but this support will pull him down. So here reaction is downward, VA. Here reaction is upward, VB. Then what is VA? Downward force plus W into L by 2 minus VA into L. So VA you will get W by 2 downward. Now what's the total downward force? W plus W by 2, 1.5 W, and sigma Y0 when you want to take it, you will get 1.5 W. So here reaction developed is not W, it's more than W. 50% more here, 1.5 W we will get. This is for the determinate structure. Equations of equilibrium alone are sufficient to find the additional or to find the reaction. Okay, this is statically determinate. If you take a statically indeterminate structure, say, I'll tell you. If you take a statically indeterminate structure, that statically indeterminate structure, I will take it now like this. In structural analysis, such problems you have done. Some roller support is there. Roller support, some hinge support, something like that was there, say. Okay, this point say A, B. At center you apply some load W, C, D, E. This is a statically indeterminate structure. If you have now structural analysis sir might have told you, for indeterminate structures, reactions, moments are functions of the material property E and I. In a statically determinate structures, support reactions are independent of the material property, cross-sectional property. In a statically indeterminate structure, reactions are a function of material property and cross-sectional property. That's why when you are doing in MDM or slope deflection method, before analyzing itself, you must know what is E, what is I. Then you will know what is the stiffness factor. The stiffness of the member BA stiffness you will find. Depending on the relative stiffnesses of the members connected at B and D, the reactions movement change. Now you see, if at all very stiff member is there, where stiff member means EI value is so high that it doesn't deflect. Such cases, the reactions at VA and VE will be less, because it doesn't deflect down, so reaction is less, because here the force required to pull him down is very less required. Supposing that flexibility is more, so that deflection is more like this, say. This is a deflection profile. You will find that here there is a reaction. This downward force, let us say some Q. Reaction here is Q. Because of symmetry, VA is also Q. VE is also Q. Now what's the reaction at B? VB. You will get W by 2 plus Q. VD is W by 2 plus Q. Now equilibrium satisfied. No load is here and here. This is how. This force here, the reaction at D is not W by 2 plus some additional reaction developed. That's what you have studied in structural analysis. This concept, statical indeterminate structure concept, we apply to the connecting elements. If at all you have a T section and is getting pulled by connecting it at the both ends with the bolts to upper plates, let us say. So this behavior, we want to take it, apply it to the connections. How to apply? Now this is the connecting part. See here. Assume that we have a thick plate. This is a very big plate, let us assume. To this one, we have attached another plate so that it deflects, say, like this. This plate thickness is relatively less, let us say. This will increase up to here. This is the plate. Here also same. Okay. Now assume that there is a bolt here. Here also there is a bolt. On this one you are applying some force, say 2T some E, let us say. Because this T2, why we call it as 2T instead of W is just to share, so that 2T will be shared equally, so that TE will develop. If I write W or simply T I write, I have to write TE by 2. So to simplify our expression, we take it as 2TE. Assume that here it is welded. Here also it is welded. Okay, the welding is done. Now this point we will take it as A, B. This point, let us say, we will take it as C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Here also we will take this as A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, if this connection, if the plate thickness is less, when I pull it down, it will get separated. Once it gets separated, what will happen is, if it is not separated, there is a reaction here. Some reaction TE only will develop. As it gets separated, now because of this bolt, pressure is uniform on the left side and right side. When it is not separated, when bolt is pressing the plate, both sides pressure will be same. Now when it gets separated like this pressure, it lost its contact, only pressure will come here. When it's getting separated, it rotates. So when it's getting separated means it pulls the member. So additional tension will develop. So that additional tension is because of this overhang distance. Okay. Here also. See here, at the joint B, if it doesn't rotate, then this deflection curve was almost straight. VAQ will be almost 0. But if it rotates, then the deflection profile will be such that here reaction will increase. The stiffer the beam, the lesser is the value of Q. The stiffer is the plate, the lesser is the value of Q at A. A we take it as a support, E also we take it as a support. Okay. So now this is the condition. Here some lengths are given. Here also we will give some distances. From the free edge, this end distance, let us call center line of the bolt, we call it as a LE, end distance. From this point to center line to the toe of the weld, you call it as a LV. Here also same thing. Toe of the weld means this one. You call it as LV, you call it as LE. This is the connection. This is the thickness of the plate connection like this. So compared to this thickness is less, so it will get separated. If it is not separated, no issue at all. Horizontal line will be there. No prying forces. Now we want to draw free body diagram of this yellow color plate. So if I draw free body diagram of the yellow color plate, what happens is, as we are pulling it down, what happens is here reaction was not there, only this plate will press it up. Because if you take these two are supports, this is like an overhang. If the white color plate is not there, it could have deflected upward. When I pull it down, it could have gone up. That upward deflection is stopped by this plate here and here. So it is pressing him down. As in the VA and VE reactions, they are pressing them down. If at all, these two supports are not there, it could have deflected up, it could have deflected up here. Now because of the supports, it will hold and pull him down. Same thing here. If white plate is not there, it could have deflected up when I'm putting. If the white plate stops here only, let us say, then it could have gone up, no prying action. But plate is what it is doing is, it is preventing this upward deflection, pressing him down, like this. So additional force will develop. If we draw this free body diagram of this one, A, B, C, D, E, it now looks like this. Only yellow color plate we are drawing. This is the free body diagram of yellow color plate. Straight line I am showing. VA. Now when I am pulling it down, free body diagram of the plate or free body diagram of any member means that it is the diagram of a body on which what others are doing we have to show. So now here there is a downward force Q. This Q who will exert? It will exerted by white plate on the yellow plate. Next, bolt. What? On the bolt, how the force will develop is upward. This force is, let us say, TE. TE is the force exerted by the bolt on the yellow plate. Why it will exert on the yellow plate upward? It wants to fall down, bolt will stop it upward. So TE. At this center part, there is a force of 2TE. And here there is TE. Symmetry. And there is a downward force of Q. This distance is LE, LV, LV, LE. This point now is A, B, C, D and E. So this mathematical idealization of yellow color plate is this one. As you have studied in structural analysis, because of the indeterminate structural analysis you have studied, here reaction is unknown. Statical indeterminate structures means equations of equilibrium alone are not sufficient to find Q. So, in the moment distribution, etc., you have taken the stiffness method of analysis, you have done, and you have calculated what are the moments here and found the reactions. Now, experimentally here, because it is indeterminate structure, the reaction Q depends on the stiffness of the connecting element. What is stiffness of this? What is stiffness of that? Depending on that, the value of Q will change. So, Q force codebook has given one empirical formula, approximate empirical formula. How to get it? Based on that empirical formula, they have derived based on the flexibility of the connecting elements, depending on the thickness of the plate, depending on the Young's modulus, depending on its yield stress. All the things influencing factors, all they have added, and they have given empirical formula to find Q. Okay, so now you understood the structural behavior from how the additional forces are developed in the bolt. This TE is the force exerted by the bolt on the plate. Okay, now codebook has given one empirical formula Q, prime force. This to make sigma y0, what will happen is, here we have to apply, see downward force is 2TE, upward force is only 2TE, and downward force is 2TE plus Q plus Q. So to balance this one, there will develop additional force. That additional force is this one, TE plus Q. Here also TE plus Q. Otherwise, sigma y0 will not happen. To make sigma y0, that Q whatever force developed, here also, you see W by 2 plus Q, W by 2 plus Q. This is from structural analysis. Same behavior in steel structure also. Only thing is steel is there here. Now, so TE plus Q, that Q is the prime force. That means additional force in the bolt. With that force, it will pull the plate up. That additional force is developed because it is bending. If it doesn't bend, Q will be almost 0. Because of the flexibility of connecting element, Q may be more or may be less. Codebook gives you that value of Q, prime force Q. Q is equal to LV by 2 into LE multiplied by TE minus beta into eta into F0 into effective width of the plate. This is the length of plate if you take it, perpendicular direction with width of the plate. Thickness of the plate to the power 4. Thickness means this thickness. Thickness of the plate to the power 4 by 27 into LE into LV square. This is the approximate formula. Approximate and empirical formula. So then in this case, you see all the factors influencing that they have shown. TE as I have given in that diagram, beta is like this. Beta is equal to 1. Depending on the nature of the bolt, if at all pre-tensioned bolts are there, beta you have to take it as pre-tensioned bolts. That means before applying TE, you tighten so much that the bolt is under tensions initially. If you tighten that, what happens? It presses the plate, bolt is under tension. That is pre-tensioned bolt. Then 2 for ordinary bolts. Without any tension, if you keep it, you take it as 2. Beta value is 2. And eta, you will take it as 1.5 for limit state design. When you are doing it by limit state design, you take it as 1.5. Then F0 is proof stress. Proof stress, you will take it as 0.7 times ultimate stress. Then BE, width of the plate, effective width of the plate, or simply width of plate. T means thickness of plate. So LE, LV already I have given you. LE stands for edge distance. Edge distance 1.5 edge distance. This value we will take it as edge distance, we will take it, or there is one more approximate form they have given you, 1.1 into T into square root of beta into F0 by Fy. So whichever is less. This is what code book has given, but this we don't have to use it. General edge distance we take it, problem is closed. And here also, how we make it is, in the exam you have only, it's a 20 marks question, you have 4 or 5 minutes time. How to find the, whether it is safe or not, you want to check it, 2 checks we will make it. Now see, in the exam, you will not know whether beta pre-tensioned or ordinary bolt. If they don't mention, we don't know whether to use 1 or 2. And also the yield proof stress. If they give you, fine, proof stress, otherwise you don't have to worry. Because so many factors they are influencing, we will not know in the exam how much beta you have to take, how much BE, or whether 1 bolt or 2 bolts are there, pre-tensioned or ordinary bolts are there, we will not know. So we neglect that value because we cannot remember that formula in the exam. If you by heart that, you can make it, but I feel that we cannot remember. So prying force Q is equal to, by removing this one, you will get like this, TE into LV by 2LE. TE into LV by 2 into LV. This you have to remember. Okay. This is based on the experimental investigation. They have found it T into LV by 2 into LE. Now, this how it will fail is, we have given you all the values. Moment at C. If you take this free body diagram, in the earlier structural analysis, what we do is simply load and deflection profiles you have drawn. Here you will plastic analysis and plastic design means still collapse you will load it. Now where the collapse plastic hinges can form? Under point load, intermediate supports. If the plastic hinge forms at C, we have to check that. What is the moment carrying capacity or moment capacity at C you have to see. You will find that moment capacity at C, moment capacity at B are same, and applied bend moment is also same. Bend moment at B, bend moment at C are same. Okay, we will see why they will be equal. So plastic hinge, if it can form here or here, if plastic hinge forms here, plate will fail because of the inability to take it. If it forms here, it forms because of the plastic hinge, if at all it forms here, then the bolt will fail because of the excessive force developed. Plastic hinge formed here means it deforms more, it rotates more. Once it rotates, it pulls the bolt more. So more tension will develop. So more tension will develop, so bolt will fail because of the excessive prying force. So 2 checks we have to make it in the exam. Each check will take around 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes you have to complete the problem. At the point B where bolt is there, whether bolt breaks or not, you have to see. What is the tension capacity of the bolt? What is the net applied tension? TE plus Q is existing. Your TE plus Q applied tension must be less than the tension capacity of the bolt. Then bolt is safe. At this point, what is the applied bending moment you will see, and what is the plastic moment capacity of the section. Applied bending moment must be less than the plastic moment capacity of the section. Otherwise, due to plastic hinge will form here and rotate. Large deformation will happen. Okay, that's what we are going to check. So Q value we have to remember that it is TE into LV by 2 into LE. Now, if I take the moment at C, now we want to find moment at B, moment at C. Moment at B is MB. How will you find moment at B? Moment at B means Q into LE. Okay, first we'll write that point. What is that Q into LE? Moment at B is Q into LE. Either you see from this side or from that side. Q value we know already, TE into LV by 2 into LE. Now into LE. So you will get TE into LV by 2. This value will get. This also, remember this one. But once you find that values, you will automatically remember T into LV by 2. Now moment at C, that where the connection is made. Moment at C is nothing but MC. Moment at C means this one. You see here, moment at C, bending moment means at any section, stand there, look one side. If you look both sides, it becomes sigma m is equal to 0. So you have to see only one side. So there are two forces. This is anti-clockwise, this is clockwise. Anti-clockwise, you take negative, say Q into LV plus LE plus TE into Q into LV. TE plus Q into LV. So that is the bending moment because of the two forces. So we will write that point. Moment at C is due to Q minus Q into LE plus LV plus tension force is TE plus Q. TE plus Q is the tension at B into LV. This is the bending moment at C. So you will get moment at C is equal to minus Q into LE minus Q into LV plus TE into LV plus Q into LV. So Q into LV cancels out. So moment at C you will get Q, I can write what is the value of Q minus. This is 2 into LE. So LE cancels out. So TE LV by 2 plus TE into LV. So here also you will get TE into LV by 2. See here also TE into LV by 2. That means moment at B, where the bolt location is there, moment is TE into LV by 2. Moment at center is also TE into LV by 2. So now plastic hinge possibilities are at the bolt location or at the center. Two possibilities. At the center, if plastic hinge forms, it fails because of the failure of the plate. At B, if at all plastic hinge forms, then tension will be so high in the bolt that bolt will break. So prying force you have to check. So two checks, whether plate will fail or bolt will fail, you have to check. So moment at B, moment at C, both of them are same. You have to take it like this. Moment carrying capacity of the plate. Moment carrying capacity of the plate, you call it as MU. Fy by 1.1 into Zp. You have a rectangular plate. So ZP value is nothing but, we know shape factor into Z. Shape factor for a rectangular section is how much? 1.5. So you will get mu value Fy by 1.1 into Zp is 1.5 Ze. But it should never exceed Fy by 1.1 into 1.2 times Ze. Codebook gives you for simply support, this is like a simply supported one. The value should not exceed, in no case the plastic moment capacity should exceed 1.2 Ze. For the simply supported beams 1.2 Ze, for overhang beams you can take it as 1.5. So if overhang fails, say, then you can take it as 1.5 Ze, and at the simply supported location 1.2 Ze. So we will take 1.2 Ze to be on the safe side. It should never exceed 1.2 Ze. So that is because why the codebook tells you that it should never exceed 1.2 Ze for the simply supported beams, or for cantilever beams 1.5 Ze is, if you take more than 1.5 or more than 1.2 say, instead of I section it is only 1.12, rectangular section if you take it 1.5 you get it, but don't exceed 1.2 is the codebook provision. If you take 1.5 into Ze and accordingly find MP and Mu, so heavy load you can apply that even in the working load conditions also plastic deformations will take place. Just to avoid the plastic deformation when working loads are applied, we will restrict the plastic moment capacity by taking only 1.2 Ze into Z. If you take I section anyhow 1.12 only, so we never worry. But if you have a rectangular sections where shape factor is 1.5, and if at all you are using again simply supported beams, 1.2 Ze you have to take it. If you have a cantilever rectangular section, let us say 1.5 times Ze, we can take it. It should never exceed 1.5 Ze for cantilevers, simply supported 1.2 Ze. So we take now 1.2 Ze value. So Mu value we take it as 1.2 Ze into Fy by 1.1. So this is the plastic moment capacity of the section. Now to be on the safe side, applied bending moment at C, MC should never exceed Mu. For the plate to be safe, applied bending moment it should never exceed Mu, where Mu is this much. Next, to check failure of bolt, then you see here, in addition to the prying action of the force, PT, let us call it, PT is equal to tension in the bolt. Tension in the bolt, TE plus Q, this what you got it, maximum tension. This value should never exceed A net area of the bolt into 0.9 Fu by 1.25. This is tension capacity of bolt. That means if you take this as PT cal, let us say, calculated value, PT cal is equal to TE plus Q should never exceed PT, tension capacity, that is net area into 0.9 Fu by 1.25. If it exceeds, bolt will break because of the prying action plus tension. So for the connection safety, bolt should not fail, the plate should not fail. So these two checks we have to make it in 2 minutes or say 5 minutes time, let us say. Okay. Now, Let us see some questions on that. How the numericals come. That is only introduction, how we have to check. With the help of numericals, we'll see clearly how we should manage the problems in the exam. Check the adequacy of hanger connection shown in figure. Shown in figure, the end plate welded connection shown in figure need not be designed. Why it need not be designed? Time is only 3 minutes or 4 minutes time. If he gives us 1 hour time, then we can connection also, weld also, how much size of the weld also we can fix it. The end distance of bolt is 35 mm. Two bolts of 30 mm diameter are used to make the connection. The end plate is 230 by 150 mm in size. Size are also given. For 30 mm diameter bolt, these are the values they have given. Bolt A and B. A and B means net area of bolt. Net area of bolt 561 mm square. This values, how that comes is, this is taken from IS 1367. From this code book, they have given the list of all the, for each diameter of bolt, what is the net area they have given. If they don't give that, if A and B is not given 561, then take A and B is equal to net area 0.78 into pi by 4 into 30 square. This is an approximation. As the values go, may not be exactly correct, it varies from 0.7 to 0.85 for different diameters. If you calculate that ratio, you can approximate it by taking it as 0.78. In the absence of this, you can take this. If they give you this, take only that part. So, this is only for our understanding. So, A and B are also given. Diameter of bolt hole he has given it as 33 mm. FU of bolt 400 MPa. So, connection also they have given in this one. This diagram they have to give us. Okay, bolting is done somewhere here. This diagram they will give us. Welding is done here and here. This welding we don't have to design. This value they have given it as 200 kilonewton. This is end distance from here to the center line of the bolt. This value is 35. Okay. Here also same thing. This distance is 35. So total width of the plate is 230 mm. From here to here, 230 mm. Up to this blue color plate. This thickness of plate also he has given. 25 mm. Okay. Pole diameter we know. Edge distance we know. Then this you have to find LV. Now we have to check whether the connection is safe or not. Connection is safe or not means whether it will break here or here. Two checks we have to make it. If it fails here, by forming a plastic hinge, it will break. Rotate. At this point, if plastic hinge forms here, so much it rotates that the bolt, because of the prying action, bolt tension. Once you check here and here plastic moment capacity of the plate here, plastic moment capacity of the plate here is same. Moment here same, moment here same. If you check plastic moment capacity or moment carrying capacity of the plate here, okay, then that means here also plate is safe. Next, what is not safe here is the bolt. So at this point you check capacity of the plate, whether it can take the moment or not, whatever is developed. And at this point, once you check this one, next possible failure is the bolt because of the tension. Two checks we have to perform. Okay, for that, this is now you see whatever dimensions he has given in 5 minutes or 6 minutes time, you will redraw the same diagram. This value we take it as LE. LE is 35 mm. LE means distance from the center line of the bolt to the edge distance. That is edge distance we can take it. Or 1.1 into T into square root of F0 by Fi also was there. Then that part we will not take it. Simply you take it because that value anyhow very high value will be there. LE we take it as 35 and that we will not check it. So LE is so much. Toe of the weld means this one. This is LV. LV means distance between the center line of the bolt and toe of the weld, not center line of the weld or center line of the plate, toe of the weld. Why toe of the weld? Critical section for bending moment is at the toe of the weld only. Okay, so here like that we will take it. This thickness of plate he has given 16 mm. This is thickness of plate. This is some other plate say. Thickness of bracket. T1 we will call it otherwise. To differentiate between that T and this T, you take it as T1. Same is the case here also. This is LV and this is LE. LE has given 35 mm. Okay. Now, what is LV we can calculate? First we will draw the diagram, then calculate LV. LE anyhow is given to us, for us it is known to us 35 mm. LV, total width is 230. So 230 by 2. 230 by 2 is from the center line. See here, up to here, 230 by 2. 230 by 2 means from here to here, minus 35. Minus 35. Here the size of the weld also given, 8 mm size weld. S is equal to size of weld. In the diagram they have to give us this one. Size of weld is 8 mm. So a minus 8 mm minus. So now this one, from here to here, thickness of plate how much? 16 mm. So minus 8 mm. 8 by 2 you have to write. 16 by 2. So this is 16 by 2. This is also 8 and 35. If I remove all 1, 2, 3 quantities, if I remove, I will get LV. So you will get 64 mm. So LV is 64 mm. Next, this value we have to take it as 2 TE. So 2 TE is 200 kilonewton, which means that TE tension, half the tension what you take is, we will take only half part of the analysis only. So TE will get 100. Next, moment at B. This point as our continuous beam process. This location will take us A, B, C, D. This end is E. So moment at B you want to find now. You will get moment at B is equal to let us call it as MB. MB actually Q into LE. This value if you substitute, you have got it as TE into LV by 2. Because Q value when I write it, finally it becomes TE into LV by 2. So TE is 100 kilonewton. Length LV is 64 mm by 2. So your applied moment, this is 3200 kilonewton mm. Okay. Next, prying force. Prying force. Q you will take it as TE into LV by 2 into LE. This approximation formula. This you are expected to remember. We cannot derive again. First of all, there is no way we will derive. TE is 100 kilonewton. LV is 64 mm. By 2 into LE is 35 mm. So prying force you will get 91.4 kilonewton. This is approximation. Thinking that the thickness is sufficiently less, so that the other second part we have neglected. So Q value is so much. The second part you can neglect if the thickness is more. If thickness is more, let us say, then it will not come down. Then Q value, then from that only we will manage this one. The prying force will be so less. So this is a prying force. Q value is 91.4 kilonewton and moment at B is 3200 kilonewton meter. Now you have to check whether the moment capacity of the plate is more than 3200 or not. Second one is prying force only is so much. What is the tension in the bolt? Tension in the bolt. PT cal is nothing but TE plus Q. TE is 100 kilonewton plus 91.4. So 191.4 kilonewton. So this is your PT cal. Now, whether the moment carrying capacity, the factored moment carrying capacity of the plate must be more than 3200 and the tension in the bolt must be more than 191.4. That means the tension capacity of the bolt must be more than this one. That we have to check. Now you see tension capacity of the bolt. PT stands for tension capacity of bolt. How we calculate? A net area of the bolt into 0.9 FU by 1.25. So net area of the bolt has given 561 into 0.9. FU is 400 because bolt FU is 400 has given by 1.25. You will get 161.56 kilonewton. Your calculated tension is 191, capacity is only 161. So bolt will break by tension. Since PT cal is greater than PT, bolts are not safe. How to make them safe? Beyond the scope, because you have only 4 minutes time. We only have to check adequacy means whether sufficient or not. Next, moment, another check you have to make is moment carrying capacity. MU cal calculated moment at B, at C, let us say. Now another possibility is that only. Calculated moment at C. This we have calculated T E into LV by 2. This value we found it, we have already calculated. Moment at simply we have written the equation, that's all. So we will calculate what is the moment at C. Calculated moment TE we know 100 kilonewton. LV is 60, we have calculated this one, 3200 kilonewton meter. Then MU, factored moment carrying capacity. Factored moment carrying capacity of plate. Fy by 1.1 into Zp we are supposed to write. Zp value, Zp should never be greater than 1.2 times Ze. So we will write that point 1.2 times Ze only. Fy is 250 by 1.1 into 1.2 Ze. Ze is how much? Bd square by 6. Now width of the plate he has given 230 by 150. 230 is the length and width of the plate is 150 and that 150 mm is bending. So B is 150, Bd square, thickness of the plate 25, Bd square by 6. Actually Zp means 1.5 Bd square by 6. We will get Bd square by 4 like that. But that we cannot take it full rectangular section 1.5 we cannot take it. So we will take it as 1.2 only. So this factored moment carrying capacity you will get so this calculation. So this value will get 4261.36 kilonewton mm. Okay. So now you see, since mu calculated value is less than mu, plate is safe. Finally, hanger connection fails due to bolts. Like this. Now, this only this much we have to do in the exam. First, whether what is the bending moment, what is the tension in the bolt, whether plate will fail or bolt will fail, you have to check, that's all. As an extra thing for our general understanding case, if you take the exact value of Q, if you see this formula, Q is equal to LV by 2 into LE, PE minus beta into eta into F0 into B effective width into T to the power of 4 by 27 into LE into LV square. This is the prying force. As I told you earlier, as the thickness increases, Q value decreases. Because TE minus you are writing thickness is more means this quantity is also more. As the thickness is more, second expression also will be more. If this expression is more means net value of Q will be very less. Sometimes it can be 0 also. So as the thickness increases, Q value decreases. So if these are factors influencing the Q. So to decrease Q, that means prying action, increase T, that means thickness of plate. This is 2 marks questions they can ask. Increase the thickness of plate. Now you can also decrease that LV, square term. LE also influencing factor, but it has less influence compared with LV. Because moment is what that matters. Decrease LV. See here, moment when you are calculating, to prevent failure of the plate, if LV is less, TE into LV by 2 is the moment in the plate. If LV is less, moment will be less, so that plate will not fail. For plate not to fail, LV must be less. For the bolt not to fail, T must be less, T must be more. As the thickness increases, prying force decreases. Once prying force decreases, bolt will be safe. So a 2 marks question is, what are the factors influencing the prying force, say? As the thickness increases, prying force decreases. As LV value increases, prying force increases. LE decrease or LVU decrease, prying force decreases. Like that. Okay. So these are the factors influencing the prying force.